Minecraft SMPs, or survival multiplayer servers, are all the rage right now,
with plenty of your Minecraft YouTubers being a part of one.
However, not all moments in these series can be sunshine and rainbow sheep.
Those scary moments are what we are exploring today. Let's do it.
In at 10, the Red Banquet. Early last year, on March 7, 2021, Ant Frost began to put together what he and Bad Boy Halo were calling the Red Banquet. After a month of preparation, on April 7th, official invitations were sent out to multiple members of the Dream SMP Minecraft server. The invitations went to Awesome Dude, Foolish Gamers, Captain Puffy, Hannah, and Eret. Despite the banquet being advertised as a nice way to make amends, it turned out to be a trap in which Bad Boy Halo, Ant Frost, and Ponk tried to sacrifice everyone to the egg. This event was major in the Eggpire storyline and has a very interesting and unexpected outcome. This was being planned for months as the Eggpire began on January 14th of 2021. Obviously, this was named as a reference to the Red Wedding from Game of Thrones, where the Starks were nearly wiped out, which only adds to the horror of this terrible Dream SMP moment.
Coming in at number 9, My Kawaii Haunted House, One Life Minecraft by Lawrence Eastside. Okay, One Life is a popular SMP mod pack played by popular Minecraft content creators such as Jack Sucks at Minecraft, Lawrence Eastside, CPK, Smallish Beans, LD Shadow Lady, and more. Jack Sucks at Minecraft did the most unthinkable thing to Lawrence Eastside. I mean, it's not super bad aside from her building a haunted house and wanting to have all the type of mobs there, which honestly, I think I might have to try something like this. It's technically mob farming and locking them up by putting a house around them, but he goes through her nether portal and boom, her nice sheep follows him. Crafters, you know animals are how we be getting those nice items, right? Well, Lauren wants her sheep back, and girl, please, your sheep is done gone. And as Jack says, the sheep is dead. If I were you, Lauren, keep your sheeps and any other animals away from your nether portals. Keep the haunted house up. I like the danger around each corner. That's pretty cool.
In at 8, Civil Wars. Hermitcraft has had plenty of crazy moments. However, over the past few seasons, we've had 2 Civil Wars. Yeah, not 1, but 2. How do you have 2 Civil Wars, you ask? Grian. Yeah, that's right. Starting in Season 6, where Grian joined the Hermits for his first season, there has nearly been a war every season since. The first one being the Hermitcraft Civil War, which was a server-wide event that ended with the victory of Team Britafilter, from what I can remember. And then in Season 7, there was the Turf War between HEP, the Hermitcraft Environmental Protection Agency, and the Mycelium Resistance. The Turf War being 100% Grian's fault, since he replaced a few bits of grass in the shopping district with mycelium. So, by placing a few blocks, this man started a whole war. And if Season 8 had been longer, around the length of a normal season, I'm sure that there would have been a Bodum and Godum war, but something got angry and ended the season prematurely.
Coming in at number 7, the Demise SMP, but only a squid. Being trapped by my enemies trapped me on this Minecraft SMP Demise Minecraft server? Yeah, well, pretty much the Demise MC is a PvP server with events. There's factions so that you can create your own group and invite your friends to get revenge on that annoying player you wanted to raid. With all the chaos going on, you can just sit out in the wild to survive, but watch your step because PvP is allowed everywhere on the server except in the spawn location. Only a squid gets trapped by his friends and other PvP players underground, and all hell breaks loose. 2 withers gets built and Mans is trying to escape, but it turns into a full-blown manhunt. And instead of his friends helping, right, but after a long battle of running away and running into another group of players and boom, being put on fire as well, talk about Squid Games. This squid turns the tables and it turns out into a full war. His team ends up coming out with the victory, they get their loot, and don't get fried by that calamari. I mean, it's only a squid.
In at 6, Trapped. The Last Life SMP was also created by Grian, much like the Turf War from Hermitcraft 7. However, this was an interesting and new take on hardcore Minecraft, including hermits among other Minecraft YouTubers, like In the Littlewood and Smallish Beans being amongst them. However, this time around you had more lives than your typical hardcore playthrough, being given anywhere between 2 and 6 when the season started. But the catch was that anyone on their last life was hostile and allowed to kill any player they wanted, resulting in there being plenty of traps. Non-red players were also allowed to trap things, but they didn't do it nearly as much as the red players, since their main goal was actually to survive and be the last one standing. But getting trapped on the Last Life SMP was certainly a scary moment for everyone involved, even the viewer, who never knew if this was their favorite YouTuber's last episode or not.
Coming in at number 5, Lifesteal SMP. Red owns. Okay, if I said that wrong, I apologize, but there's like 2 O's and 2 D's in this Red's name, so you know we're gonna go on with it, right? But it's a simple base semi-vanilla server with additional features where you can steal hearts from other players. If you kill someone, you receive their heart, and the person you've killed loses a heart, which in result, the killer having a maximum of 11 hearts and the victim has 9. Players also have the same advantages in PvP, and they do not get restricted from stealing or raiding other bases. With a maximum of 20 hearts on the server, the lowest you can go is 5 hearts. So you don't have to be afraid of getting banned, as it is already challenging to play on hard difficulty with minimum hearts as it is. This is in Java edition 1.182. Talk about being a noob at the server. Nope, Red had a plan, built a squad, and become the king of the lifesteal, and yep, he definitely does. The man uses his businessman-like technique to run the server. Even Rektar was on this server too, but he was long dead. At the end of his only first day, he rallied forces, obtained the kingdom, pretty much calling this man the Red Pope. Just without the ropes, you know what I'm saying?
And in 4, Red named. Yet another scary moment from last life, but becoming a red name was always terrifying because it meant that you only had 1 life left. You were finally on your last life. One more death without somehow getting a life from someone else would result in your series ending, so yeah, needless to say, it's pretty damn scary. More scary than being caught in a trap, because at least if you're trapped, you might have another life left. But this time around, you certainly don't. So now you need to try and play it like any other hardcore series, however you also need to try and eliminate as many lives as you can. You're allowed to team up with other red names, but once you hit someone, you basically give them permission to fight back, meaning that any trap could mean your ultimate doom, and the loss of all that sweet, sweet ad revenue. Oh.
Coming in at number 3, Dream SMP, but Tommy Fannett, his channel, right? Tubbo and Tommy Innit, that's what he goes by because Tommy Fannett is actually the channel's name, Tommy Innit is his name. They're about to die by Dream's hand, and the whole gang comes in to save him. Puns is the main guy leading this gang, and when I say a whole lot of gang right? Dream blew up the community house and everyone just had enough of his antics. The squad is definitely not happy and they come to Tommy's rescue, and now it has changed. The king ruler Tommy has forced Dream to surrender his gear. Dream causes Tommy a whole lot of pain, but Dream just ain't gonna die this time, okay? Well, I mean, he does die, he just respawns, but Tommy shows him he means business. He takes him down to just 1 life left. The video ends up cutting out, so I don't even know what happens, right? And honestly, it's Dream's own server too, so talk about big kahunas, because Tommy, I wouldn't want to be on his bad side because he is just pure evil.
Penultimately, in at number 2, Moon Big. The Moon Big meme is pretty funny, and actually the reason Hermitcraft Season 8 ended. At one point, the Hermits noticed the moon seemingly looking bigger than normal, with the size of the moon only growing from there, getting so big that it actually started interfering with the Earth's gravity, pulling up random blocks and eventually mobs and players towards it as well. It got so bad that the Hermits had to actually get off-world in order to survive the moon crashing into the planet. The members of Bodum, Impulse SV, Good Times with Scar, Mumbo Jumbo, Green, and Pearlescent Moon ended up falling through the Bodum hole and into the void, where they stayed falling until the start of Season 9, a la Loki from Thor Ragnarok. I've been falling for 30 minutes, but they were falling for a lot longer than that. The end of the season also showcased an animation of the moon crashing into the world and ultimately destroying everything, so yeah, yikes.
Coming in at number 1, Dream SMP The Egg, okay? Oh, I definitely had to put this on my number 1 list, crafters. Let me tell you, and I'm not going to tell you too much without spoiling because I actually want you guys to go watch this if you haven't already. The Dream SMP egg that took over the lands. Bro, the sense of horror, let alone the player by the name of Bad becoming friends with this entity or somewhat living building is freaky, okay? The fact that it keeps growing vines all over the villages and community, Dream had to put an end and blow up the egg. But when I tell you, it turns so bad, like so bad, okay? I'm not gonna spoil it, but let's just say they had to quarantine the egg with obsidian. I'm telling you guys, if you haven't seen this, give it a watch. As Connor said in the number 10 slot, the Red Banquet, as that one is a follow-up, very horrific in both of our eyes, okay? Glasses on or off. And there you have it, the best crafting crew, bringing you more news than that Johnny Depp trial.
Damn, dude, you couldn't even wait for it to be over?
Hell no, man, that's what we do around here. We bring the heat, my brother.
Brother? Look at me. Home skillet? Word to your mother.